Hi, my name is Norman B.
Hi, my name's J Smooth MC.
Hey, what's happening? Andy Love MD here.
And we're the bass Rhyme Posse. For me, growing up, my parents are like into music. They love listening to big band, standard, jazz. So all kind of genres. So but when as I grew up, got into like new wave, and then after that, more into hip hop and other genres like punk rock and other stuff that became popular that time in the teenage years.
Yeah, for me, my parents used to have a record player back home, and they used to play old VST and Company records, like the old Filipino band. And growing up, I started to get my identity and find my own music, which I found it in new wave music. That's where I kind of like got into it, and then eventually went to rap music. That's where it all started for me.
Yeah, for me, it's I think it's pretty much natural that Filipinos are into music. Filipinos are very music-loving people. So to me, I got seriously involved with music in the '80s with like new wave, pop, when it was what's big during that time. And then later on, like mid to late '80s, then that's when I got to rap music with, of course, my friends, and especially with the particular influence of Andrew, who's a common friend of ours.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say. I mean, Andrew kind of like became kind of like the center of it all, because he was a really good friend of a really good friend of us, and then we were hanging out at his house, and then his album came out, and then we were there, so we were supporting him, and he supported us back by pretty much telling us that we should start a group.
Yeah, and adding to that, because we used to have a DJ mobile thing that we play at parties. We played music at parties, and because we use vinyl records and cassette tapes that time. And there was a time that Andrew introduced us to rap music, and I guess that's how it started, because he has all this records from Run DMC, World Class Wrecking Crew, and all old school stuff. And we heard it, we listened to it, we got so interested with it, and then I guess that's how it started. That we became, we went to making music too on our own. After hearing that kind of music from him.
And that DJ mobile group back then was called Rock Hall Parties. So it was RAP crew, so Rock Hall Parties crew. So it's spearheaded by Andrew himself. Then there's Norman, me, and a few other guys from our village, because we all came from the same village in Las Piñas. And when we were doing the mobile service, the DJ mobile service, we incorporated rap music into our service. So and then that's how we started with getting into rap, until finally we started writing our own lyrics, and as everybody knows, Andrew hit it big, and then we followed with coming up with our own album as well.
Well, one of our major influences is Run DMC and Beastie Boys, so it's more like old school. So if you listen to our music, it's kind of like similar to that type of music. Although we try to experiment and try to touch on new stuff, but it's our flavor. It's our sound. So if you listen to our music, it's you will hear a touch of like the flavor of like Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and all those old school cats from back in the day.
Well, there's a lot of really good artists out there, so it's kind of hard to really pick just one. I don't know. It's who do you think, guys?
Well, that's gonna be tough, because locally there's a lot of good artists out there that may be out of reach for us, but it would be nice to see us collaborate with one of them, or them with us. So, but there's like a handful of artists, new and old artists, that we can collaborate with.
It has a big majority of success will be, people owe it to the internet, because back in the day, in order for you to get promoted, you would have to be on TV or some shows that you need, some type of, connection to the media or whatever. But nowadays, you have a computer, you have a camera connected to your computer or whatever, even your phone, and then you can be seen all over the world because of the internet. So, I mean, it's easier to reach more people, but since it's easier like that, there's a lot of competition because everybody can do it now.
Right.
Right.
Right. Before, you, like what Norman said, it's kind of like you have to convince people and show them your talent and go to different places. It's more hard work, like physical work that you have to do, that, in order for people to recognize you, you need to make a hit for people to recognize your work and things like that. And nowadays, it's just like, you can create it in your own basement. It's there, and then just put it out there on, on the internet, and it's going to be, if people like it, it's there, it's available. They're gonna, but the competition is like, there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of people doing the same thing. So kind of like, it's just way, I think it's just a lot easier at this day and age to create, something.
And adding to that, back in the Philippines in the late '80s, when rap music was starting to make it into the public scene, in the mainstream, there's really just a few record label companies who's willing to produce those kind of music. So it's primarily Viva and Octo Arts. Thankfully, we were lucky enough to be involved in one of those. But yeah, during that time, it was just a handful of artists who were really making it into the mainstream.
I guess we can all agree, but for me, it's Boy Estudiante because that's the most hype one. I mean, that's the one that really gets the crowd going, and us, ourselves, when we perform it, we really like it.
Yeah, I agree. Boy Estudiante it is for me too.
Buhay estudyante! Kaya ako ay bumangon, ang radyo ay inon, ang sabi ng announcer.
Yep. Well, yeah, we all like performing Boy Estudiante, but I guess another song that we prefer to put out there and have the people experience us performing it live would be Boombox, which is something that we just came out in a couple years back, and it's another hype song, and we just enjoy doing it live for the fans.
Yeah, and there's a lot more coming.
Yeah, there's a lot more coming. We got surprises rolled up in their sleeves. Pretty soon it's gonna come out, so watch out for that.
Message to the new school, I guess just keep on doing it. Appreciate everybody's music, whether it's new or old. Try to experiment to create new sound, better sound that that's something new that people never heard before. So we create new music for everyone that everybody appreciates.
I agree. Just to add on to that, hip hop music or Filipino rap music, there is really no age limit to it. I mean, in international, local, there is really no. If you like rap music, you like hip hop music, there is no age limit. Keep doing it. Support everybody. Young, old, old school or new school. Support it. It's all music. It's all fun.
Yeah, just love your craft and keep innovating, keep doing what you love, and hopefully you do it for the love of music, of rap music, and with your desire to really put a positive impact to the rap Filipino rap industry.
What they call instead of pushing people up, pulling them down. That's one thing that we could change, because we can just put everybody up, push everybody up to make their music be out there and promote everyone, and then just support and be part of everybody's music,
That's right.
Support the artists, the music that they put out, and also support their supporters. You don't have to be kind of like separating, the groups or the type of music. Just support everyone. I mean, that's how we started before. There was only a handful of us. The reason why it became this, this big is because we supported each other. There was only a handful of us. We all we did was support each other.
We kind of like take it step by step at a time, but we have a lot of things lined up, and hopefully we get to do everything in time. Because we have some pending stuff but we still need to get to. But we don't rush things because we want to put something out there that's quality, and then people would like to. And of course, us doing it, we're doing it for the love, not for money or for fame or for anything like that. It's for the love for the culture, for the love of the music itself. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff lined up.
Yep. Yeah, we're just we were hoping we can come up with more music, but unfortunately with the things that's been happening lately, from 2020, 2021 right now, it's because of the limitations that we're encountering. We're kind of constrained into coming up with more music, but we promise you we'll definitely be working on that.
Our future releases. There's one I'm really excited about. We actually worked on that today, so that's one thing that we're really all excited about. For the future, we're just gonna keep, creating, products and music that has a standard, that's bass rhyme, in collaboration with other artists. We will set a standard out there, music video wise, and and music wise too. That's expected of us.
Yeah, I think it's something that we're just gonna keep as a secret right now, because it's coming up as a big surprise for everybody who likes who follows Filipino rap music. So there is one exciting collaboration that's happening between bass drum and a very a really prominent artist, Filipino rap artist. So you guys gotta watch out for that.
And yeah, aside from that, we also were planning to put out like a 30th year anniversary album, but it's kind of put on a hold because everything is like on hold right now, like production wise and everything else. And we're also busy with our personal life, our work. So hopefully we'll be able to do it this year, but that's what we plan. And put more new stuff on that album that we're gonna put out. And if anything, I mean, if it doesn't happen, then at least compilation of the stuff that we've been done after the first album that we did before.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Top 5.
Well, I'll go with the international. I'm pretty much old school. So top of my list, of course, would be Run DMC. Then you got Beastie Boys. Then you got LL Cool J. You got Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. And you got Cool Mo D. There's really plenty of really old school artists that I really followed and liked, and they really influenced my kind of rhyming and my kind of rap style. So to me, those are my favorites.
Same with me. I mean, we're old school, from the old school. So the artists that we like are from the old school as well. So like Andy mentioned, those are the top ones, like Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and all those old school cats. We also listen to new ones, but if you're gonna ask us for the top ones, that's our preference. That's what we like.
For me, I mean, I listen to pretty much every artist out there. I don't have any I can't say a top 5 international and local, but I'm pretty much of a lyricist. I listen to the lyrics a lot. you know, how they write it, how it's written, what message they convey. You know, I'm pretty much, I dissect the lyrics that way, because that's just who I am. But there's a lot of artists out there that put out, you know, crazy lyrics, you know, crazy lyrics where, you know, being an old school cat like me, it's just like, that's the thing that I kind of like listen for, you know, watch out for, because, you know, it's easy to write words in a piece of paper or memorize it, but it's not easy to write lyrics that makes a lot of sense, that make you think, make you feel, make you use your imagination. You know, that's the kind of thing. And there's a lot of artists, local, I mean international, and also a lot of locals. I've heard a lot of them that's good back in the Philippines. So pretty much as a top five, I really can't put my finger down in the first top five, but you know, if you know what I'm talking about, if you're a lyricist, you know, you're part of that top five.
Okay. Well, first of all, we like to thank them for supporting us. You know, after all these years now,
Yeah.
you know, we're still doing it. I mean, it's been, I don't know how many years now. It started from '91, and they're still there. They're still acknowledging our music. They're still supporting us. So really appreciate that, and we just want to give a big thank you to all of them.
I mean, for me, it's you know, if I was gonna send out a message over there, I would probably say for the, you know, people who are aspiring to, you know, move forward with their craft, especially in music. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people saying you can't do it, don't do it, you know, do something else with your life or things like that. But if it's one thing that you like to do, you enjoy doing, you love doing, keep going on. You know, we didn't expect this to be like this for us, like being part of Philippine rap history, but you know, it just happened for us because we continued on with what we want to do.
Well, just like as Norm said, you know, when we came out with our album in 1991, rap music was just really starting. It was really fresh from the music industry. A lot of people back then don't even recognize what rap music is, and but there are people who supported us, and for that, you know, we're always just thankful. And I guess that's the message that we want to give to those people who believed in us, who listened to our music and followed and are anticipating more music coming from Rhyme Posse. So we thank you for being there to support us. You're watching Rhyme Posse on Spotlight Media Entertainment. Thanks for watching.